Hey guys, so I'm actually really excited about today's video. Today is my first day working for Shipt. I signed up for Shipt about a month ago and then was on a wait list for 2 weeks, and then they sent me a message saying, hey, we're moving forward with you, you're ready to go, there's a welcome kit on the way. While you wait, you should probably watch these training videos. Full disclosure, I have no idea what's going on. Didn't watch a single video, and I'm out here trying to deliver. So we're gonna roll the clip of that welcome kit. They send you a pretty dope shirt, a prepaid card, and say welcome to the squad. Looks like I got me a shirt, and that's my card. Ready to try out Shipt. Dear Shipt Shopper, on behalf of all of us at Shipt headquarters, we are thrilled to welcome you to our Shipt family. You are now a part of a select exclusive group of Shipt shoppers nationwide. We are confident that you are exactly what we've been looking for, an expert produce selector, an excellent experience provider, willing to go above and beyond. It's no small feat to become a Shipt shopper. In fact, do you know that we only accept 8 to 10% of applicants? There are so many platforms out there, and we know you have a choice when selecting where to begin. Whether Shipt is a side hustle, career change, or a way to meet your personal financial goals, we are thankful you have chosen to shop with Shipt and are proud to support you throughout your journey. So get out there and bring the magic. We're behind you every step of the way. Here's the issue. Like I said, I have no idea what's going on. I know there are 3 different types of orders. There's like a full service, shop, pay, deliver. There's a delivery only, pick up and deliver. And then there's something called a prepaid. And earlier today, I was looking what's available. I saw a prepaid and I saw a delivery only. I signed up for those. And I'm going to try to get some more as well, but I'm only going to be out for a short period of time today, so I don't know what's going to happen yet. But basically, in my head, I was like, you know what? I've done these Walmart orders that have been prepaid. You know, you go inside, you say, hey, I'm here for so-and-so, and they're just like, all right, here you go. That's what I thought this was. I was wrong, completely wrong. Prepaid means you shop, but you don't pay. So they ordered it online, I guess, and I shop, and then I go to an associate and be like, hey bro, I'm not stealing, got this order. And they're like, oh, all right, cool. And that's all I know. So I'm at Target. I'm actually like 10 minutes late because I didn't know what was going on. Like I said, I messed up, but we're about to go inside and shop. Let's go. Okay, so I just entered Target and I'm about to get started, and you could see I start out with some ham and then some chicken strips. So we're getting some deli items, some meat department, and then move on to the home goods, so pantry items. So we got some Lipton noodles, and then I move on to the drink. So I get some Kool-Aid jammers here, and then I get a 12-pack of Sprite, and then a 12-pack of Pepsi, and a 12-pack of Sunkissed Orange. So I kind of, if you can tell, it shows what aisle each item is in. So I tried to start at the beginning aisle and make my way back towards the end. But this was my first order, so I basically did the best I could. So there were a few items that did not show the aisle, like this pasta sides. For whatever reason, it was not in the app, but I did eventually find those after asking an employee for some help. And as you saw, I was able to enter 2 for 2 items. So that's a little different than everything else where I just scan them. And I actually got the last bread on the shelf. I remember this order specifically. Then I moved over to frozen to get a pizza. And as you could see, I'm still struggling with finding everything correctly. I finally found that ground meat, and some pork chops. But that Tropicana keeps popping up. And literally, That took me like half the battle of trying to find things. Then I found this gallon of milk, obviously check the date, grab some eggs, and it took a few tries, I think, but I did finally get some without any broken eggs in it, and then I headed to checkout. All right, so I just completed shopping, and then you go up to self-checkout. They scan like a barcode that pops up in the Shipt app, and then you're on your way. It was really easy. For the most part, every item had the aisle that it was in. A little flustered because I didn't know what to expect, but overall, a pretty good experience. I don't think I mentioned this before, but from my understanding, the total that you see in app is like pre-tip, but there's a range there, so I'm a little confused by that. But hopefully I get some tips from customers, and hopefully this is an easy drop-off. Order 1 in the books. It was pretty easy, and I do have a little bit of time before my next order. I'm gonna start heading there anyways to see if I could get it a little early. It says don't show up more than 25 minutes early. I think I could get there right around that 25-minute mark. But I'm also gonna turn on like Uber Eats, and maybe I'll get a quick Uber Eats delivery on my way. I don't know. But overall, it went pretty good. It did say that the customer did not have a cell phone. And then I tried calling their landline, and it said I reached a school. So I feel like this person maybe works at the school and they just put in the wrong information. What can you do about that? Probably nothing. But I dropped it off, and first order's done. It was a prepaid, like I said before, and I enjoyed it, but I don't know if I'm gonna do that all the time. I feel like it depends on the order, you know, mileage, how many items, etc. My next one is a delivery only order, unless I get something before then, but right now it really doesn't look that busy. We'll see what happens. I forgot to mention, but it took me about 45 minutes to drive to Target and then shop and deliver that last order. It looks like my payout pre-tip is like $10.87 or something like that. I can't remember. It's $10 and some change, which was within the range. Again, I don't know how that's calculated, but they give you a range and that's what you get. It's like $3 or $4, nothing crazy. So in a moment here, I'm gonna go over to ShopRite and do this delivery only order. It's currently 9:30 a.m. It says estimated like delivery pickup time is 9:45. But it does say do not be here more than 25 minutes early. So at 9:35 I'm showing up because I'm in the ShopRite parking lot as it is. And then the issue with this delivery order is when I was looking at them, there was this order that I accepted, and then there was another order, and the drop-offs were like 5 minutes away from each other, right? So I was like, yes, this is a perfect stack opportunity. 2 deliveries, grab them, and easy money, right? At least that was my thought process. Hit accept for this one, and then that other order went away. I think someone else grabbed it, but I don't know. Maybe they took that away because it was the same time period, so it wasn't available to me anymore. My guess is someone grabbed it, but I don't know how this app works. But it might be a good thing, because who knows, ShopRite might only hand you one at a time. I've never picked up from them for this, obviously, so they might not allow you to do stacked orders. I don't know what their policy is. And then I'm also excited. There was another ShopRite delivery only. I saw it to be delivered between 12 and 1 today. And it was like 10 to 15 bucks or something. So I was like, interesting. I look at it, and it's because it's like a farther distance. It's going to the town called Terryville. And it's like relatively close to where our condo is. It's probably like 5 to 10 minutes away, somewhere in that range. But it's on that part of town, basically. So it's a town over from where we live, but nearby. So I decided, yeah, I'm gonna grab that because I told Bobby I would try to be home around 12. So right now I'm just waiting, and yeah. Man, that ShopRite order, it killed me. So I got there at 9:35 and I didn't leave until 10. And I'm sure I could have went ahead and dropped it or whatever. But when I got there, it was not yet ready. So that kind of sucks. What do you do? Like I said, I could have dropped it, but it's my first day and I'm still trying to figure things out. So I was like, whatever, I'll take the order. I'm just gonna stick it through. I already accepted it. And I don't want to have a bad acceptance rate to start out with a brand new company. So the issue was, I guess, they have special accounts at ShopRite called house accounts. I think it means they get, like, from what I remember, like tax-free or something like that due to income or something. But anyways, yeah, so it was a house account, and processing the payment took a little while. They had to call the customer and ring it up a certain way. But I guess the one good side about it is I did get another order while I was waiting. I kept refreshing, and I got a full service order, I guess. It doesn't say like prepaid, it doesn't say delivery only, and it does give me a list of items. So based off my prepaid, I'm guessing that means I'm shopping for those items. I'm also gonna pay for those items. So that's actually really cool because I'm gonna do at least one of every type today. So I experienced a prepaid, which was my first order. I'm doing a delivery only right now. And then I'm doing a shop, pay, and deliver, or a full service order. And I'm also going to be doing another delivery only after the fact. So that's pretty cool. And then I also looked up when do tips process, because that's something I have no idea. And that was just a real quick Google search, and I think it said that customers have like 2 hours to tip, and then at some point after that, it will go into our payment. So hopefully I'll get some tips on top of it. Like, honestly, my earnings pre-tip aren't gonna be great, like, but I've also had bad days of delivering where it's about the same. And I think I'm gonna have pretty low mileage. So if I do get tips on these orders, it could actually turn out to be pretty good. We'll see. Plus I did an Uber Eats order this morning, so I've got $9 from that too. So time to go drop off this order and head on over to Target. Man, what an order. This has been a struggle. So I just dropped that off. I called and left a voicemail because they told me to, and she called me and came out in a couple minutes and said, "Hey, are you still here? I wanted to give you a cash tip." And I'm like, "Yep, I'm outside. I'm still dropping stuff off." So she comes outside and meets me at the door. We're talking a little bit, and I give her all of her items, and then she hands me $5 in cash, so that's super awesome. So that order, I only got like $7 from Shipt. It was like $7.81, so pretty bad order, but still learning things. But anyways, so it comes out to like $12.81 for the hour, which is really, really bad. But hey, maybe one other order will make up for it. And then I go to drive away, and she runs out the door and says, "Hey, I'm missing all my meat. I didn't get any meat. I had like pork loins, pork chops, I had salmon, and all this stuff." And I'm like, "Look, this is what they gave me, and this is what I've got." And she's like, "Well, what do I do?" I was like, "Well, I would call ShopRite and say, hey, look, I just had an order. I didn't get my items. You must have left it in like the fridge or something." And she's like, "Okay, well, can you take a picture? That way we both have like evidence that I'm not trying to steal it or whatever." I'm like, "Sure." So I take a picture. I was like, "All right, if they reach out to me, I will let them know that you did not get any of your meat." And I was like, honestly, I'm not surprised, because ShopRite was kind of hectic when I got there. So most likely it's sitting in one of their fridges, and they just forgot to give that to me. What a nightmare, but we're moving on. I'm headed to Target. I'm glad to be done with this order, but who knows? I might have to go back there and bring them the rest of their items. I don't know. We'll see how the rest of the day goes. All right, let's go do this full service order. Okay, so I'm back to Target, and starting off with some Clorox. Pretty simple, nothing too crazy. Some dish soap, and basically, while I was talking with this customer, they said, "Hey, I'm really thankful. Sorry about the big items, but I have a funeral to go to today. This is really helpful." So I'm just like, "Yeah, no problem. Sorry for your loss, and I'm glad I could help. I did feel really bad, but what can you do? This person is actually my one and only preferred shopper so far. So they obviously liked my substitutions and enjoyed my politeness, I guess, in the conversations." So getting back into it, I grabbed some toilet paper, some paper towels. For whatever reason, this did not want to scan, right? Even though it was the exact item as the description. I'm guessing maybe they just changed the UPC, so I just kind of overrode the situation there. And then the issue comes in a minute when we get to some of these chips having the same thing. It says party size. They want party size, but the bag size of ounces was different. Same thing with these queso dips. So I just kind of did the best I could to try to make the customer happy. I'm sure they don't know the difference between, 15 and a half ounces and 13 ounces or whatever the item difference was. So I just went off description. That's what's logical to me, common sense, but some people might not think of that, because I grew up in a grocery store, so I kind of get that background with all the changes that gets made for these products. So then I continue shopping after getting all of these chips and queso and all of that stuff, and I'm kind of saving some pet food supplies for the end here, because one, I didn't even know where the pet stuff was, and two, I was like, this stuff is all easy, it's all together, let me just grab everything. And then got their soda, and we head over to the water, and literally, I did not notice that, but there are 5 waters, and look at that, there's 6 on the shelf. So literally almost wiped out the shelf. So here's the issue. I got a couple pictures. They wanted one rawhide, and the one they wanted wasn't in stock. They ended up going with that bigger chip roll, the second picture there. And they were very happy with it. So pretty easy order, not too bad. Oh man, look at this monster order. 5 cases of water, a bunch of other big items. Whew, I'm gonna work on it. Back at ShopRite. Hopefully things go a lot better this time. They look super busy, and they have 6 or 7 parking spots for the shop from home, which is not all Shipt. Customers can do it themselves. But anyways, I'm here in a spot, and hopefully it's ready. Hey guys, so I did Shipt today for 4 hours. So far I've had 1 cash tip and 1 tip through the app. And I have made $56.24 in the app, and then $5 cash tip, for a grand total of $61.24. That means there could still be 2 tips on the way. I don't know. But from what little research I did earlier today, it does look like tips can process same day, or they could process like 2-3 weeks from now. So mileage was nothing too crazy. It was like 55 miles. So I am over $1 a mile, not by a ton, but you have to include that's with going to the store, drop off, and then just some random drive time in there in between orders too. So nothing too crazy. Without tips, I don't feel like this is worth it, but so far we're at a 50% tip ratio. I don't know, with tips you could probably make some really good money. It looks like I've made about a little over $15 an hour, like $15.30 or something crazy like that. And then you'd factor in mileage and gas. We'll call it like 12 bucks an hour. Nothing too crazy, barely at the minimum wage, but I had fun. I enjoyed it. A little bit of exercise walking around, so that's different. And I could still get some more money because there's still some orders that do not have tips. So we will see what happens. I don't know if I'll get more money, if this is my total, but if I do, I will post that here as well for you. And let me know down below, do you think Shipt is worth it? I know I learned a lot today. I hope you learned stuff along the way about what the different orders are, what it's like to shop, etc. I'll see you next time. Peace.